Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your weekly reading for May 20th to the 26th. This is for Capricorn and Capricorn Rising, and we're going to jump right into it, Capricorn. Wow, what a loaded week. This is a huge week. Major shift moving into Gemini season, Jupiter moving into Gemini, Venus moving into Gemini. You see them all underlined here, the big shift into Gemini, right? So we're going to talk about that. There's a lot happening. I want you to know there's a lot. I mean, you're going through changes, Capricorn. You can trace it back to the new moon total solar eclipse in Aries eclipse season. We have the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, which I explained in my last week's reading. You're still feeling like the threads of that, okay? We had that very auspicious new moon in Taurus just a few weeks ago. Lots happening, new beginnings on a whole other level. This is absolutely major. One thing that I want you to know is that you're definitely going to still feel a lot of big shifts this week. Starting off with Monday, we officially move into Gemini season. Now, this is going to be really big for you. It's really interesting. I'm going to explain Jupiter and Gemini as well, but Gemini season in general, very social, chatty, a lot of self-expression. You may be going out meeting people, really taking some time to have those moments where you're creating ideas and whatnot, just having a good time too. Remember, Venus is still in Taurus for the first half of the week, and you are also likely going to be spending a lot of time thinking about your future. Now, the first half of the week, actually, the moon will be in Scorpio before we get to the best full moon of the year, and that is your 11th house of not only your hopes and wishes and dreams, but also your social network, groups you belong to, organizations you belong to. So you could really start feeling that, even for the first half of the week, I really want to be social right now. Gemini season's also just being very curious about things, doing new things, okay? You may be traveling, short distance trips. There could be some activity with aunts, uncles, cousins, neighbors for sure, okay? Especially for y'all, remember, Mars is still in Aries with the North Node, and that's your 4th house, home, your domestic sector, a lot of home activity, parents, children, your actual home, properties. Maybe you're renovating. Maybe there's something going on there. So just keep that in mind. That's going to be for the next 4 weeks. Now, you see, we have the Sun trine Pluto on Wednesday. Okay, that's going to be May 22nd. This is big. We have 2 Pluto trines this week, okay? Trines are insanely auspicious. They are just extraordinarily auspicious. And if you think about it, Pluto being in Aquarius, the first time in 250 years, with this trine with the sun in Gemini, this is the first time we've seen this in 250 years. So this is definitely going to be really big for you. And you might find yourself getting really busy around this time, but a lot of money stuff likely on your mind or happening this week as well. One reason why is because Pluto in Aquarius is your 2nd house of salary, income, finances. So you have the sun trining Pluto. This is all about empowerment. This is huge. This is really major. And again, a lot of mental stimulation here. Remember, sun in Gemini, Pluto in Aquarius, 2 air signs we're talking about, like air, like the intellect. And again, very future forward. So other people's money could be a really big thing. Pluto represents that, and it's in your 2nd house. So you have it's almost like doubling down on this money aspect. And if you're not here for money at all or finances, 2nd house is also self-worth, self-value, building that confidence in what you're doing and what you value. So I absolutely want you to take advantage of this aspect, okay? You could feel really deeply compelled to do a lot of inner transformation around this time. It is really all about empowerment. You are definitely going to be shining in terms of your inner transformation, but empowerment, even having conversations with important authority figures, maybe bosses or whatnot. Maybe you're like, give me that raise, whatever it is, whatever you need. You've got that power. You've got a lot of power this day. Okay. A lot of power, and you will feel this boost of confidence. So really use this to your advantage. It really is like Superman or, Supergirl, breaking free from chains of kryptonite is what this will feel like for you. Now on Thursday, everybody, as you can see, May 23rd, we have a loaded day. Let's start it off with a full moon in Sagittarius. Again, if you saw my monthly forecast or your annual forecast, you know I said this is my favorite full moon. It's a Jupiter-ruled full moon. It's very optimistic of so many harmonious planets around this time. But there is a sense of like adventurous spirit here. A lot of faith too. You know, Jupiter is also faith in addition to good luck, good fortune, prosperity, expansion. Now, you have this full moon in your 12th house. So when I say you're probably going to go really deep this week, thinking about your future and letting go of things that no longer serve you well, this is the perfect time. This is the perfect time. The 12th house is the subconscious, hidden things, the private sector, your private sector, dreams even. Pay attention to your dreams, okay? It's even, you know, the 12th house is self-sabotage energy. So if there's anything that you know that you're doing where it may be holding you back, including like pessimistic thinking, this is the day where you may feel I'm moving past this now. Okay. Now think about the orb. Think about this this full moon in Sagittarius is really big. It's really big. So you may feel it a few days before, a few days after. Definitely could be something that feels unburdening for you. Now, with full moons, they usually bring culmination, closure, conclusions. I want you to see this full moon as the new beginning that's coming after that. You know, when one thing ends, something new begins. So I want you to shift on the new thing that is happening in your life or your inner transformation. All right. Because look at everything else that's happening this day. I mean, there's going to be some new things happening for you. So I want you to think about that because it really is going to be very exciting, this full moon in Sagittarius. And, you know, Sagittarius loves its freedom. So again, there's that sense of just feeling free around this time. Now, same day, Venus will move into Gemini. This is going to be big. So now you have the Sun in Gemini, Venus in Gemini. Venus in Gemini is really like it's a place where it's really craves mental stimulation, really craves like, you know, that social fitness, that mental fitness, really like intellect. Think intellect, okay? In terms of love, relationships, money matters, creativity as well. So you will feel this definitely moving into this week and, you know, up into June as well. Now, Gemini does rule your 6th house. You're going to feel this shift. 6th house is everyday activities. It's your routines, okay? So is your life about to change? Yes. And remember, Jupiter is good luck, good fortune, prosperity, expansion. So we'll be joining the Sun and Venus, okay? These wonderful planets or, you know, heavenly bodies that you're going to feel this build up, and it's definitely going to be a lot more impactful when it's like chock full of these great planets and whatnot in Gemini. So 6th house is also health, wealth, and fitness and wellness. Health, wellness, and fitness. Pets as well. You may be getting a pet around this time. It really is. Just think of not only the Sun, but Venus just expanding all this like warmth and love around this time for you in this area of your life. And again, you're going to start feeling that shift, especially when Jupiter moves in. But before we even get there, you see that Venus is conjuncting Jupiter on the same day. Now, this is the arguably the second best day of the year. Okay, this is the two benefic planets getting together to basically give you something extraordinary. All right, conjunctions, remember, are these really powerful charges. So again, you may feel this, you know, a few days after. It's really, really strong. Really, really, really nice. Now, this is actually happening in Taurus, even though Venus is moving into Gemini. And the reason why is because Venus conjuncting Jupiter is at 29 degrees. And so there's 30 degrees. Now, without getting too esoteric and into it, think of 29 degrees toward the end, right? It's almost like this graduation. It's almost like this, you know, Miss America wave with like a kissy emoji. It's like, well done, here you go. This is a parting gift, okay? Before everything shifts into Gemini. And it's the same thing as that new moon in Taurus, leaving you this parting gift. Now, remember, Taurus rules your 5th house. Joy, love, relationships, pleasure, family, children, creativity, self-expression, sex, right? Romance, procreation, recreation. Even you could be taking up some new hobby. Okay, you could be taking up like ping pong, whatever you like, Capricorn. But this is just going to be a very significant day with all these aspects happening. All right, so Venus conjuncting Jupiter, one of the best days of the year following the Sun conjuncting Jupiter last week. So you are definitely going to feel this. This is going to be really nice for you. So just be very open to anything that happens. I mean, you will definitely feel this rush of energy on this day for sure, but it is one where you could feel like you're really thriving. Okay, you may do the Snoopy dance this day. Okay, do it now. Do it now. Do it now. The Pulp Fiction dance, whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. It's a great aspect. Now, you see that Venus is sextiling Neptune and Jupiter is sextiling Neptune as well. Very interesting. These are wonderful aspects. Sextiles are very harmonious. Okay, Neptune, all about compassion, and then you throw in Venus, you got all that passion there too. It's wonderful. This is your spirits raised. You're gonna feel really good this day. Neptune is not only it also rules like imagination, creativity. You could feel very creative. You could feel those creative sparks this day as well. Neptune is also spirituality. You could really feel this momentum. Okay, you could also really feel charged up in terms of communicating with people, and that is going to be a big thing for you for the next year. And you could be taking communication a lot more seriously. But even on this day with Venus and Jupiter sextiling Neptune in your third house, right? Remember, Neptune is in Pisces in your third house of communication. Okay, even writing, it's a good time if you're a writer, an artist. You could be coming out with your best work around this time and have these creative moments. But it is a day where it's almost like, if Jupiter and Neptune had a baby, it would be manifestation. I mean, that's what this day is like. It's really like a lot of good fortune, a lot of harmony around this time, but definitely very optimistic placement. We're talking about Jupiter here. Okay, so really a rare aspect, by the way, Jupiter sextiling Neptune. So take advantage of this, and any conversations that you have may you'll just feel really good about it. Now, on Saturday, you see Jupiter officially moves into Gemini. So this is the first outer planet this year to move signs. This is a big deal. Jupiter has not been in Gemini for 12 years. So it's almost like Taurus is passing the baton of all this good luck, good fortune, prosperity, profit, expansion in to Gemini, your sixth house. So again, everyday activities are going to have a lot of luck. And that includes, when I say everyday activities, sure, health, wellness, fitness, pets, but also work is a big part of the sixth house. Work is a huge part of it. The process of work, hiring employees, things like that. Remember, Jupiter is expanding. Okay. So you may really feel that expansion here. You may be getting a lot of projects. You're just blessed. Jupiter is blessing this part of your chart for an entire year. We're talking June 2025. So this is definitely going to be big, and you're definitely going to feel this shift around this time. But it also, remember that, your ruling planet Saturn is with Neptune in Pisces in your third house. Gemini is the native ruler of the third house. And therefore, I mean, Jupiter right now moving into Gemini is, a Mercury ruled sign. So when I talk about communication, yes, Jupiter and Gemini, just like Venus and Gemini, just like the Sun in Gemini, just very social. Think about Gemini, right? Just very creative, very quick-witted and social and flirty. All those energies, like you're definitely going to feel those energies this time, but it is definitely a time where you're going to have a lot of fun intellectually as well. Remember, being curious is going to be a thing. You're going to be curious about new things. You're going to be very open-minded to trying new things, and it is going to be something where it's going to be easily adaptable. Gemini is, a mutable sign. And so be very open-minded in terms of the way that you communicate this year. You will definitely maybe even see different, find different ways of communicating. It doesn't matter if it's in person or through Zoom or through, DMs, whatever it is. You may communicate in different ways. You may be, again, with Saturn in your third house, could be taking it a lot more seriously. Communication, having important conversations conversations about your future, about the direction you're going, about the things that you're doing. This all could start happening now. Okay. So definitely pay attention to the ways that you communicate, and know that you can go on so many different levels in terms of communication. All right. Think of Amy Adams in Arrival. You will feel like that. Now, same day, Venus trining Pluto. Wow. So our second trine to Pluto. So do you see how there's money stuff for you here? There's money stuff. Venus, also a planet of money, okay? Pluto, planet of money, right? Pluto being in your second house of finances and money. Now, you've got Venus trining Pluto. This is a big money day. This is a big money moment. Remember, trines are very auspicious, okay? Venus trining Pluto in your second house. That's huge. Okay, so there could be some money matters this week. If not, Venus trining Pluto is highly sexual energy, okay? And you're coming out of all these, planets in Taurus that's already in your fifth house. So this is definitely pretty big. If you are here for that, okay? If you're not here for either, like money or romance or whatnot, this is just your passions heightened to a whole other level, but definitely a lot of intimacy around this time. I absolutely love this. We're not done with the trines. We got another trine coming up that I really love that's happening in June, but you see that it is a loaded week. Oh my goodness, Capricorn. There's a lot happening. You're about to get really busy, but it's almost like busy, like whistle while you work busy, okay? With Jupiter moving into your sixth house. So Capricorn, let's see what's going on for you, okay? For May 20th to the 26th. Again, this is for Capricorn and Capricorn rising, and it is the one time a year that I get to say, definitely look at your rising. Definitely read your rising sign if you're not doing that already. All the aspects I say, it's definitely going to have more impact on your rising sign, okay? And I did a video. It's on the main page of my channel here. If you want to see, if you don't know your rising sign, how to get your rising sign, what it means, etc., all of that, you really, it completes the story. So you merge your sun and your rising to get the full picture of your horoscope. Okay. That's, and honestly, like when Jupiter, and we always want to track Jupiter, right? The planet of good fortune and good luck. Wouldn't you want to know what other area of your life where you're getting all like a huge burst of luck? So remember, you bring the two together. Actually, it's a big three, right? Sun, moon, rising, all three of those, but definitely rising is really important. So anyway, with that said, let's get to it, Capricorn. Let's see what's going on for you for May 20th to the 26th. Again, for Capricorn, sun, moon, rising, and any other placements in your chart. If you know your chart, if you want more clarity in those areas of your life. So Capricorn, let's do it. May 20th to the 26th. Capricorn, oh my goodness. I do a traditional cultic cross spread. It really does offer the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will. Yeah, Capricorn, we will. Secondly, Capricorn, you know I love you. I love your haircut. You're looking great. Really good time. Remember, Venus is in Taurus still for the first half of the week. Venus in Taurus is spa. It's beauty. Go do you. So, I accidentally flipped one over. Oh my goodness. Okay, so, that's how I'm feeling. And then I'm going to actually see. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Duh. Okay, this is what happens when you talk about haircuts. There we go. Capricorn, you're good. You're really, really, really good. Money is definitely a thing here, and so is your transformation. You're ready. You are ready to let things go. Okay, everything that I said, especially with this full moon in Sagittarius, very beneficial for you. Okay, remember it being in your 12th house, letting things go. Okay, things that from your subconscious, things that you're just like, I gotta. Let's put this away. Let's put this away. Now, Two of Cups. All right. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. A lot of y'all could have started new relationships, felt a lot of love in some of the relationships that you have. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantically, although, with, again, you coming out of Taurus season with a buildup of planets in Taurus in your fifth house of love, like definitely for a lot of y'all, but it can be career related for sure as well. You could have even started something on your own where you have someone else involved, but it's also very platonic. But, at the end of the day, it is that emotional bond that you have with someone else that's so nice that's coming through. And it is something that it's like you're going to treasure this and you're going to try. It's like love transcending time and space itself. And it's also healing. You see the caduceus here, right? The caduceus between them. I don't know if if you do yoga, you're into yoga, like Kundalini. It's that Kundalini, the driving life force from the base of your spine all the way up through, your crown chakra, that divide. You get what I'm saying, but this is just two merging into one. This is beautiful energy. I absolutely love that for you, because look where it's brought you, the Hanged Man in the heart of your spread. Hello, really pay attention to Thursday. Again, you will feel the energies of what's happening on Thursday, like a few days before, a few days after. Again, really depends on your chart, but every Capricorn is going to feel that. Everyone is going to feel it, because those aspects are really powerful. Now, this card is actually attributed to Neptune, which is very interesting. So remember, pay attention to Thursday when we have the Jupiter sextiling Neptune, Venus sextiling Neptune as well. Hanged Man comes right before the Death card. So the Death card is that major transformation that you're about to go through. This is preparing for it. You're about to go through a major transformation during the week where we're having a major shift into another sign. This is definitely going to be a really big week for you, but very spiritual week for you. Okay. Very spiritual week. You see the halo around his head, a lot of enlightenment here. You see that he's smiling. He put himself here preparing for this transformation. Okay. In order to do that, you got to make sacrifices for the things that you no longer need, no longer want, being aware of those things, okay? Because you don't want to bring them into this next chapter in your life. So once again, it's a good time to, even make sacrifices. That could be something that you're thinking about this week, especially when you look at, your entire spread here. But there is a sense of like really going deep to really have an idea of what you want. But a lot of it is just kind of like shaking loose the things that are, maybe even like deeply subconscious. Again, there's that self-sabotage energy that does live in the 12th house as well, and like facing fears and whatnot. And so it's confronting them now. Remember, these two Pluto trines are very powerful. It's all about empowerment, and you will feel that. And so really use those energies, but this is really great. Now, the Knight of Cups in your challenge area, it does seem like there may be someone being a little silly this week for you. Someone that may be a little like, okay, you got to motivate them a little bit, and you've got to, and really, really maybe, because it's such a big time for communication, have some communication, with this person. Remember what I said, thinking of communicating in different ways, maybe even, trying different ways of communicating. That could be something that may be, beneficial for you. The other thing is it could be you. And if it is you, it's just saying, don't feel like it's a week not to feel uninspired. Just keep going. There's so much out there for you. There really is, it does. I mean, looking at your spread, it does look like it's someone else, but if you do feel like it's you, where you feel like you're uninspired right now, keep going. I mean, we have so many other great aspects that are happening that you can look forward to. You're having this big shift in your sixth house is a big aspect in itself, but you're going to be fine. Just take that time going within, and you're going to be fine. I mean, you have the Ace of Pentacles in your crown. So yeah, you're thinking about money. You're thinking about, some of y'all may be thinking about new things coming through, and because Pentacles are a physical reality. So when I say things, material possessions as well, material goods, there could be some things that you're eyeing. Maybe it's like a Honda Civic, whatever you want, that orchard farm, whatever you want to buy. Like, there's something that you may be thinking about that, like, I want this, and this is something that is going to really grow and blossom. And it's this new path. You're definitely seeking this new path. But yes, money, for sure. It is the biggest pentacle in the deck, but it is something that you can easily manifest, all right? And you can really, really put yourself out there. I mean, look at what you've got in your future. So before we even get there, you have the Two of Swords in the root of your spread. So definitely think about that. There could be something here really interesting, because when you look at your entire spread here, there is that sense of, when I say there's someone else involved this week where there may be emphasis on that person, or you're thinking about that person, or they're tied into your journey, there may be something that you have to go within to really think about and really explore. Okay, there is almost this resistant energy as well. And so take that time out, especially, full moon, do a full moon ritual. I mean, honestly, this is the best, luckiest full moon of the year. Trust me, you will not see another full moon like this. It is so special. It's so sweet. So I really, really want you to take that time out and really have that moment to the point where you can face some things that maybe, a little just like, what do I do? What do I do? I mean, it is a two, right? Duality here. Now, the other thing is, it is a Libra card. So it, again, could be a partnership, relationship, maybe career too. Libra is, South Node right now, right, in your 10th house of career. So there could be something that you're leaving behind, wanting to leave behind, moving forward in this new way, in this spiritual new way as well. Okay, seeking this awareness of this meaningful life experience that you are just really want to absorb. Now, the other thing, you can see her back turned to not only the sea, the moon, everything. Okay, so it really is, again, like going within and connecting with your emotions, your intuition. Have that connection. You're gonna free bird, right? You're gonna free from everything that may be holding you back. And then you have the Three of Pentacles in your future. Capricorn, yeah, you are definitely, something new is coming through. 3 is all about, it's, growth, advancement, development. But 3 is also like creation. It's a birth of new things. There's something new that's happening here, something new that's brewing in your future where other people are involved. You see the stonemason here. He can't build that cathedral, right, without the architects, and vice versa. So really, again, this sense of bonding. There could be a new team that you're joining. It could be a project that you're working on that other people are involved in, but it's a very auspicious card. And so it's really, really nice to see that the direction that you're moving in. All right. Now, Capricorn, let's get to your staff. Wow, Capricorn. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Oh my goodness. Wow, I'm still thinking about your haircut. And I love y'all. Capricorn, y'all are amazing. Y'all are amazing. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you gotta let something go. You gotta let something go, and then you're gonna be fine. Wow. Let's get started. You got the King of Cups, all right? Very interesting. Now, I really do want you to, here's what I want you to do, Capricorn, for the first half of the week. Before we even get to the full moon that's going to be in Sagittarius, remember what I said, the moon is going to be transiting through Scorpio for a little bit longer, that, like from Monday to Wednesday. So use that time. Remember, I said it's your 11th house, your hopes, wishes, dreams of the future. So really take that time exploring what you want on this emotional level, and again, this intuitive level. Very interesting, the King of Cups comes up, okay? Because King of Cups, is Scorpio. That's why I bring up the first half of the week, really zoning in, thinking about what you want, putting that energy out there, all right? But there is this emotional security that you're seeking, but also this intuitive quality. This definitely will be like a spiritual week for you. It really will be like you trusting your intuition, listening to your inner voice. Again, take that time out to do that. All right. Take that time out to do that. Now, the 10 of Wands, very, very, very interesting. It's in your external factors area. That is just, there is someone that, again, someone else involved that, it's almost like they're distracting themselves from a situation that you need to talk about. So again, if you need to initiate that, right? Try new forms of conversation. Maybe get a whiteboard like I do, or Amy Adams, talking to that octopus, whatever it was. What was it? Anyway, so yeah, this is very interesting, because there could be someone that is someone who may be like a workaholic like you, that's just like, okay, like, but it's in like a movie way, right? Like, I don't know, Elf, where Will Ferrell's like dad kept working to like distract himself from like his elf kid, you know what I mean. So I'm going to clarify that. The other thing is, I don't want you to work too hard. There you go. You got the Emperor. Wow. You and your Emperor clarifiers. you remember you got the Emperor last week too. So yeah, there definitely is going to be so definitely just pay attention to that. Okay. You may need to speak to someone, but you're not like, okay. Now the other thing, it could be you, and don't overexert yourself. Okay, don't overexert yourself. If you are doing things where you're like, okay, I'm gonna keep doing this because I know this I have to, take care of or deal with, but I'm just gonna put it on the back burner. I'm gonna just keep working. Just trust your intuition. That's gonna guide you. Okay, it's gonna make all the difference. And you see the Emperor just getting all your just absorbing all your power. Okay, afterward, remember this is a powerful week with those Pluto trines. All right, big time, big time. Also, like, there is definitely going to be someone that could be very protective of you, someone who is really, really looking out for you as well. Now, you also have the Six of Cups. Really amazing that you got the Six of Cups. I love the Six of Cups. Yeah, you want to let your guard down. You want to be able to just, tap into your inner child, feel free. This is a card of like sharing, kindness, and whatnot, but it is like harmonizing, right? It's six. It's the middle pillar in the tree of life. It's such a nice feeling, and it's what you want. Okay, not this is the biggest house in tarot, by the way, so it's just having this sense of security and protection, and again, not having to really, really just letting your guard down. No defenses, no fences. Yeah, just keep moving forward. Have that spiritual moment though, and then lastly, you've got the Devil, and your final outcome. This is attributed to Capricorn. You got your own card in your last in the final outcome. So this is definitely now indicating, yes, there is something that you may have to confront, that may be hard to confront, something that you're definitely gonna have to. Okay, there's this. Let hit the road, Jack. That's what the Devil is. The Devil, I always say, is kind of like a test. It's like testing you. It's testing you. It's also kind of a trap. It's like it's like sucking up all your energy, right? It's draining you. And the Devil does represent vices, addictions, bad behaviors, pessimistic thinking, things like that. And so it's really being aware of those. Do you see the two people from the Lover's card, right? From the Lover's card, chained to the Devil. All right. So these chains are loose, so they can break free anytime they want. It's you recognizing, what is that thing that I know I have to kick to the curb, and you're going to be fine. And it is going to be, listen, I always say this, everything's a choice. Courage is a choice. This is a choice. The Lover's card, and it's card 15, right? The Devil, 1, 5 equals 6. The Lover's card 6. Now, and the people from the Lover's card here. So this is your choice. You have this choice. Do I want to continue being in this situation, or do I want to break free? During the week, we have a full moon in Sagittarius that's giving me this huge opening to break free. Okay, so really take that opportunity to do that. You have so much to look forward to. I'll do one more clarifier for you. I'll do it fast. Oh my gosh. You know what? You're going to be fine. You break free, you're going to be fine. Okay, you got justice. Can you remember your last week's reading, right? You remember it, so you're still moving. It's like your progression is definitely like in this path of like cashing in my karma points. I am definitely like working and work on your karma. Okay, work on your karma. This is also saying work on your karma. All right, and it is it's justice being served. Okay, but I do want to remind you, with even in astrology, with all the aspects, like I always say, take advantage of this aspect. Take action to get kick the devil to the curb. And the Justice card is what that is. It's taking action. Actions have consequences. Equally so, inaction have consequences too. And so you want to take action by recognizing whatever it is that is not serving you well, and you're going to be fine. Okay, use that sword to cut anything that you don't need from your life, and you're going to be fine, and everything's going to work out in your favor. Capricorn, you are on a path. This is definitely going to be like, listen, when I say this is a week of change, like winds of change, well, maybe not literally. Well, okay, yeah, Gemini is air. Okay, so winds of change as we move into Gemini season. That's a big shift. And then you've got these boom, boom, like Pluto aspects that are happening that are very auspicious. So really propelling you forward into like everything that you've been seeking. Okay, everything that you've been seeking, but it's you taking that action. Okay, to really just connect intuitively, know what you have to leave behind. Again, it could be someone else that's part of this. So really have that moment, really exploring that. Okay, and if it is you, it's just you having this moment in terms of what you want for your future, going within to know what that is. Capricorn, y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what's going on. Capricorn, next week we will talk. Well, there's so many other there's so much more to come. Capricorn, thanks so much. I'll see you next week. All right, bye-bye.